Hello and good evening, my name is Morganon, and I bid you all welcome back to Risen. A bit of a break between this one and the last one, but unfortunately, life continues to be how life do. Before we move on, I wanted to address the alternatives to some of the things we're doing here. First things first, there's obviously the alternative that we could have been a warrior of the Inquisition instead of a mage, and I had suggested in a previous video that I would show the differences, but as it turns out, there aren't any. I could have sworn, at the very least, that there was like one less thing that the warrior did in their initiation, but no, the process is identical. You go through the combat training, you go through all of the mages' individual tests, and yeah, you literally do all the same thing. So there is no difference between the two. Process is identical. Obviously, the only difference is what you end up doing, or what you end up becoming. And as I've said previously, there's really not that much of a difference between the two, other than the fact that only mages have access to rune magic, in the sense that you can use the runes as a permanent resource. Whereas... Okay, there's a cat on my desk. He's distracting me. Teddy, you gotta go. Whereas the Warriors of the Order can only use the runes to make scrolls. And not to spoil things, but that's not even an exclusive ability to them. But the other thing I wanted to address, and I had mentioned it, I was not originally aware that there was a way to make the combat with Master Aric easier when he challenges you as your final test in the combat training. There is a way to weaken him a bit, and rather than just describe it, I recorded it separately. I'm just gonna let sort of the important bits play through here, and once that's finished, we'll just pick up where we need to go as the mage. So enjoy, and see you in a bit.
How do I handle Master Aric?
Well, you train like mad so you can beat him, or...
Or what?
Or you train and you talk to Casper. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Looks like I'm going to have to fight against Master Aric.
Ha! Don't fancy your chances.
Can you help me?
Against Aric. Aric's decent, but he's had a dodgy past, and somewhere during it he got himself a charmed sword. You don't stand a chance while he's got that. Blades are frowned on here, but the Inquisition turn a blind eye when it's Aric. The recruits need training, and right now he is the best trainer around.
I'm betting words alone won't get this sword off him.
No. He does loosen up after a drink, though. Only time I've heard him talk about his past. And talking about his past gets him talking about fights he's had.
And that'll work?
Sure. Once he's drunk a few bottles, then hit him with the hard stuff. Something that'll disconnect his mouth from his brain. If he starts bragging, you might be able to get that sword off him. You could even get him to take a handicap. Give him a lousy weapon. Let him prove himself to you.
Where can I get some hard stuff?
Dolman's your man for that. He has all sorts in the cellar. Wine and mage wines. They have a powerful kick. They're said to contain actual magic. Try that. And a couple of jugs of regular wine first to soften him up.
They don't like blades here. So how can I get a bad one?
Maybe Carlson, our smith, has something knocking about.
I'm looking for some kind of really bad weapon. Something lousy, something rusty.
Are you trying to insult me?
No, I'm serious. I need something really lousy.
Look, I don't make lousy weapons.
I know you're a good smith.
Damn right.
I'm not questioning your abilities, but don't you have some rusty old specimen knocking about?
Maybe. Yeah. Perhaps there's one. I've got something made by one of me witless apprentices.
You have?
It's old and rusty. I only keep it to show people exactly how not to make swords.
That's exactly what I want.
But it's heavy, unwieldy, and dull. It's probably the worst sword in the world.
And that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Well, I'll let you have it. But don't tell anyone I gave it to you.
Got this bottle of wine. Maybe we can have a drink, a talk.
I didn't ask you to bring me wine.
No, but as a master, you deserve it.
I shouldn't. Doesn't bring out the best in me. Ah, hell's been a long week. Go ahead.
You seem to have the trainees here under control.
Most have had hard lives and tough breaks. We always need fighters, and I can't see that changing anytime soon. Staff fighters, sword fighters, any kind. They'll all be needed, mark my words.
So you don't always fight with the staff?
It wasn't where I started. I'm originally a sword fighter, you know. Sword handed down through generations of my family.
Really?
Yeah, family's important, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, the staff is a fine weapon. With a good sword in my hand, I defy any man to stand against me.
But only as long as you have a good sword, right?
Well, I mean, of course the sword is important, but the person who wields it, that's where the true strength lies.
Really?
See me, lad? I expect I could knock you down with a rusty sword.
You could beat me with a lousy sword.
If you had one here, lad, I'd show you.
I do have a pretty bad sword, but I don't think it's fair to challenge you in your state.
My state? I could beat you twice as drunk and half as ready. You take my sword, I'll take yours, and I'll still beat you. Come on, lad, let's go to the arena. I'll show you who's in a state.
I'm ready for you this time.
Let's see. If you are, then maybe you're ready for what's out there, too.
That showed a degree of talent.
Does that make me the master now?
Ha! Keep that up for 5 or 6 more years, and then maybe.
So yes, it makes him marginally easier, and in the process, you get to see a little bit of the staff combat, because I decided as the warrior, I'm going to roll with that. I'm not going to be able to show all of the different, well, all 3 different weapon skills in this game, because I've already picked swords for the Donsman, now staff for the warrior, and I'm not really going to make any effort to resort to melee as a mage, so we're never going to invest in that. But, yes. So, we need to proceed with the murder investigation. As I said, you can complete your initiation into the Order of the Mages without it. But it'll just cancel. The investigation will cease, and a murderer is never brought to justice. So, in order to proceed, we need to distribute the Weed Reefers to anyone who's buying, basically. One thing I did want to say, I took a note. Yes, so when we confront Ash, the novice who ends up telling us that we ought to distribute the weed until we're accosted by the murderer, if you choose the tell me the truth option when that's presented to you, instead of saying I can help you, I think is the alternative, then he will just attack you on sight. So, not the ideal way to resolve it. Anyway, let's start dealing drugs.
I've got some Brugleweed.
So?
It would help your guard duty drift by.
Yeah?
Yeah? Alright, so he gets to enjoy that.
Would you like something to smoke?
Smoke? You mean Brugle? Where did you get that? I'll pass. And be careful who sees you with that.
Man, you need to lighten up a little bit, Aric. I think that would be just the thing for you.
I'm selling Brugle. Interested?
How does a baby face like you get hold of Brugle?
Do you want some or not?
If I did, I could just take it from you.
Are we gonna talk tough or do business?
All right, I'll pay for some. But it better be good stuff.
Now, as Ash said, we charge 50 gold for every dose. And you don't really have any negotiating power on that, unfortunately.
Would you like to buy some Brugleweed?
Well, if you've got some Brugle on you, I wouldn't say no. But I ain't giving you 1 coin more than I gave Hemlar.
Fine.
So be it. 'Tis enough.
Do you need something to smoke?
Some spiritual preparation for the upcoming fight. Why not? I'll smoke whatever you've got.
Well, what if all I had was something poisonous?
I hope you rot like the rest of those fanatics.
Well, I would think you could use some loosening up. Oh well, he's not buying. Now, how about you, funny man? This'll make you laugh at your own jokes even harder.
Hey, do you smoke Brugle?
Does Abrax have eyebrows? Of course I do.
Well, there you go. Unless we forget old Taylor, who had his own complaints with how Hemlar distributed. Oh, and what about the winesman? Oh, he's not here. Oh, there he is.
Do you
Dalmatian.
want to buy some Brugle?
Have you got some? After all that business with Hemlar, I thought the supply would have dried up.
Here. It's very smooth.
I don't know which I prefer, smoking or drinking. Both agree with me, so I'll do both.
Get a little crunk? What's wrong with that?
Fancy a smoke?
Ah, found Hemlar's stash, did you? Want to go into business, do you?
Do you want some or not?
Yeah, all right. Give me 1 roll. But you better know your ass is on the line if you're dealing.
Well, if it's on the line, who's, I thought I could come up with a pun there, but I guess not. Disregard.
Would you like a smoke?
Brugle? You taken over from Hemlar, have you? Okay, I'll take one. How much?
This is the only exception to the pricing. You could charge him an extortionate price just to keep up Hemlar's, just to maintain the insult against Taylor here, but I will be generous.
Just 50 gold coins.
Good to see Brugle selling for a reasonable price. Brugle is my only vice, and Hemlar, that swindler, made me pay through the nose for it.
Seemed like you were fond of apples as well, but... Oh, Casper. You cannot leave that man, unsmoked.
Do you fancy a Brugle smoke?
What? Are you taking over Hemlar's business now?
I'm trying to draw the killer's attention.
Ah, I see. Yes, I will take a Brugle smoke. Here's your gold.
1 drug, please.
I've sold all the Brugleweed.
And now what?
Now I wait for the killer to come and see who's been stealing his customers.
You do remember Hemlar ended up dead? Well, it's your neck. You really
It's my
want to
ass,
draw
it's my
him.
neck, what else is it?
Be somewhere out of sight. You know, in out-of-the-way places.
Any suggestions?
I don't know. Maybe the washroom?
Now, what's interesting here is you're told to use the washroom as the way to bait an ambush. But you also have the option to go to bed instead and wait for the killer. Sleep with one eye open, clutching a pillow tight.
Nothing happens.
Nothing, quote-unquote, happened. But the other option shall do the trick. So waiting in bed never draws out the killer. I think we looted this already. Oh, no, we did not. Why was I pressing... Oh, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter lately. I keep pressing F to interact because I'm a dumb shit. Anyway, pick any bath you like. And we wait it out. And finally, the killer is revealed.
Why did you do it, lad?
Do what, Master Aric?
Couldn't you have come to me first? You really don't understand, do you?
I just did this to find Hemlar's killer. That's you, Master Aric.
You think I don't care about what I did? I never intended it to end this way. You think I don't wake up in a cold sweat every night seeing his face?
Didn't stop
Why did you kill him?
All I wanted was my share. For helping him find clients, for turning a blind eye. I needed that gold to get back to the mainland. I have to find them.
So what's happening on the mainland?
I may never know now. It may be too late. Too late for any of us. The Brugle was my last hope to get home. Their last hope.
Well, unfortunately, you're not giving me the chance to offer you any sympathy, but I had none to spare. Now, this music is interesting. It's not music I feel like I really ever came to hear, or came to really be aware of. It must only play in the monastery at night. Now, you do have a choice here. You can just run away. But we miss out on dialogue if we do that, so I will simply finish the job. You don't get XP for beating him a second time, unless it comes from the quest. I don't quite remember. But unfortunately, he's quite tough when you have no melee skill whatsoever. Balls. He gave me a little tap on the D, and we are no more. Alright, well, we gotta try that again. We do have a couple options here. Magic protection and magic strength. That definitely would make a little bit of difference here. We can give those a shot. I actually don't know if they stack.
Why did you do it, lad?
Do what, Master Aric?
Couldn't you have come to me first? You think...
Then
I'm at the...
I'm not convinced that those two abilities stack, so unfortunately, we only get one. Yeah, we're definitely not we don't have the magic protection right now, that's for sure. And it doesn't seem like the magic strength makes a difference at this level.
Yeah.
Now, magic strength might give us the option to wield a different weapon instead. Oh, the wall clanking is really making a mess of this, though. Let's just double check this. So, bam. No, our strength definitely does not go up, actually. So, what does that actually do? According to it, increases fighting power in close combat by 50 points. So I don't really know what that means. I assume it's just a flat 50 to your damage calculation. But I don't really know for sure how the damage calculation works. Obviously, it does more in successive combo attacks. But at the weakest level, I guess it would be 15 plus our strength probably, so that's 28 plus 50. But it really didn't seem to be doing anywhere near that. So instead, we're going to just use the magic protection. Let's see how that do. Burp.
What?
I just...
You think I don't?
Then what?
All
So...
I'm at the brew.
Ah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ah!
The wall!
Ah!
What? Balls, balls, balls. It's not what I wanted.
Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah!
Ah, shit butt. Man, this is tough. I also am pretty sure nobody assists you if you were to try and take the fight outside. Now, when it comes to what I showed with the alternative quest to make Aric easier, oh my god, I don't know if it does anything to change his stats. I assume so, because just giving him a weaker weapon than what he was using, I don't think would make that much of a difference in his damage calculation. Obviously, it would be something. But it seemed like he did far less damage than even that would result in. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah!
I really gotta face hug him. At least in here, he doesn't seem to backpedal quite as much. So getting him around him is easier. No jumpage.
Yeah!
Ah, balls. Got one at least. Creepers, creepers. Ah. If nothing else, if you're going for any kind of melee combat, you definitely want to get at least the counter, the parry skill. I don't think it really gets any more useful when you get the like counter parry move that actually does damage, because it's so short range and the damage is so small that the only way you get value out of it really is mixing it into your combo attacks. But it's very seldom you manage to get a full combo out anyway. So yeah, no extra XP for knocking him down. Doesn't carry anything else. His clubbage is underneath him. Doesn't really matter if you take it, he always summons another anyway, but...
Enough. Enough.
Very well.
I thought you were different. That you could see what's really going on here.
I'm just doing what I can to survive.
As was I, lad.
I'm not interested in your motives, Aric.
I hope one day you get the chance to understand.
Self-pity doesn't suit you.
Now, the funny thing is, you saw the other option there was just to say, hey. For some reason, if you choose that, all that happens is your character says, hey, and the conversation ends. It's kind of hilarious. But, unfortunately, Mr. Aric here seems like he had some sympathetic motives. He's obviously, like, got some people on the mainland he's really concerned with. But, frankly, I don't see how any amount of gold would have gotten you there. You're not paying passage to the Titan, what wrecks all the ships out there. We never really get to learn who the Titan is in the intro either, unfortunately. There's several other Titans that get named in the sequels. And, yeah, for the record, Aric will just stay there until we talk to Saint Vetus. But yeah, in the sequels, there's other Titans who get named. I think the only one we never get to see is named Ishmael, who's referenced by name like twice. And that's it. But yes, the one out at sea, no idea who it is. Risen 2 introduces a different Sea Titan, or Titan Lord. And that's it. So we gotta wait for Vitus. I guess we can just intercept him. But yeah, I would like to know a little bit more about what Aric was trying to see to in his... Oh. Hang on. Yeah, they're all in here.
Halt! There's no admittance to the temple area.
That's a problem. Interesting. Hopefully we can resolve this. Because they're all in there ready for the ceremony to initiate us. And if that happens before we can talk to Vitus, the quest gets cancelled. So...
There you are. Are you ready for your initiation?
I am ready.
Then follow me to the Hall of the Flame.
The Hall of the Flame. Well, if we can get close enough to talk to Vitus without Inquisitor talking to us, maybe we'll be fine. Luckily, Vitus seems to be standing further away than the rest. And Pallas is much more interested in the column.
You seem excited.
I found Hemlar's killer.
Are you certain?
Yes, it was Master Aric. Hemlar owed him for the Brugleweed he'd supplied. He killed Hemlar, and would have killed me given the chance.
What have you done with Aric?
Nothing. He's still alive. What should happen to him now?
We will deal with him. You have done good work.
Do I receive a reward?
You have shown insight and service, both of which the Convocation rewards. Use your insight. Choose your reward.
Oh, there's only one thing that's gonna work for us here.
My strength in magic will be the Convocation's.
So it shall be.
Now, we do still have the same concern as the previous games, where you don't really want to use, or at least, I guess Gothic 1, for the most part. To some extent, Gothic 2. You don't want to use your stat-boosting stuff until you've done all the training you can get. So, I don't know what the hard cap for mana is, as far as training it. It might be 100, it might be higher. I'll have to look into that, but I'm going to hang on to this potion until I know for sure. Because once you've hit the cap for training, this is your only way to get past it. So, it's ideal to hang on to those things so that you get the most out of your learning points first. We got 85 to lose here, so I think once we're done, I'm going to pump a bunch of those into mana and see if it does cap at 100. Then we'll know for sure. But for now, it is time for us to take our place amongst the mages.
So, Aric murdered Hemlar.
Sure
While
did.
Gold never rusts, it seems it always corrupts. He would have done us all much harm if you hadn't found him. Removing him has proved your worth.
Very good.
The protectors of the Holy Flame are gathered so that you can take the oath of the Convocation. Have you been tested?
Yes.
Are you prepared to take the oath?
I am.
Then it begins.
We take the oath somewhere less rumbly.
Will you honor the Holy Flame, the Convocation and its laws?
I will.
The honor of the Convocation must be defended.
So So you have choices here. You do get to choose bonus mana. Now, unfortunately, there's no avoiding that at this point, so maybe we should have gotten to 100 before now, but it is what it is.
I will defend the Convocation.
We fight for humanity, for our people. They rely upon our strength.
I am their strength.
Ignorance is our enemy.
I shall bring knowledge.
Weakness of purpose is our enemy.
I shall not falter.
Through your oath, you are bound to the Convocation. Your path through life is now tied to the Convocation of the Holy Flame.
Truth and justice will accompany me.
The word which you proclaim in our name will be true. Your word will be our judgment. You bring mercy. You bring justice. As a mage, you wield the powers given to us by the flame.
Huzzah.
Wear this robe as a sign of your office. The ceremony has sealed our bond. You are now one with the Convocation.
I am ready for what this brings.
Good. Then you will work for me, starting immediately. You are now subject solely to my direct orders.
But am I going to get any answers?
In order to understand why I am here, what we are fighting for, you must know certain things. So ask your questions.
I am ready.
Good. But I suspect you must have questions.
I do.
The gods have left the world. Humanity was supposed to be free. Instead, these storms are sweeping us from the face of the land. These creatures are killing our people. But while the Holy Flame burns strong in this hall, we stand a chance. Let's see if your actions and words match. I will offer you a task. Carry that out, and I shall take it as a sign that the Don can be trusted, that your words are true.
Now, that line there doesn't make any sense in this situation because we have shown no loyalty to the Don, and in fact we have undermined him. So why would our actions prove any of the Don's intentions, and what makes Mendoza think that that's what we're after? That line, I'm pretty sure, is only supposed to happen if you are here as the Don's envoy. But that's not how it played out. So I think either the wrong line got played there, or they didn't record an alternative one and that just played normally.
Why is the Holy Flame important?
The flame is a source of magic. The island is protected by its power.
Protected? What about the ruins that appeared and the creatures?
They are not our prime concern. It is the storms we must worry about.
Why did the gods leave the world?
A mage who wanted to free humanity drove them from this world. And we are at the mercy of what that magic released. What matters now is our survival.
So there is your somewhat definitive Gothic 3 connection.
You keep talking of a worse threat. What is this threat you fear?
The dark wave the mage used to free us from the gods has released other powers. Titans. Crossing the seas, they come with the storms. I have seen them. I have witnessed the destruction they bring to humanity. They are everywhere, and we have found no weapon that can stand against them.
But how can we stop this destruction?
As long as the flame burns, this island is safe, and that gives us time. Time to discover why the Titans do not come here, how they may be stopped.
What are the Titans?
Will you follow me and learn?
Yes. Show me.
Good. I have not misjudged you. Follow me and learn the truth.
We shall follow, but since you move slowly, I'm going to read some books.
There's something here about magic.
Something ado about magic.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Now, he will stop about every 30 paces to have
This
more of a
world,
conversation.
All the lands you know were once the domain of the Titans, old beings that shaped this world. They are raw forces of nature that were tamed by the deities you grew up knowing. The gods that enslaved humanity. It was man's duty to drive away those gods, to loose our chains, but in that action, the Titans have also been freed. They seek to take this world from humanity. Human, Titan. One must give. It will not be humanity. Follow me and we shall make certain of this.
Shall we?
I have fought the Titans, on land and sea.
I can barely see your head.
Their magic is old, their bodies incorporeal. We will win this battle only once we know how to use the flame. But for that, we must fathom its mysteries. Come, we must go.
Let us go. We got quite a view here, but unfortunately a very abrupt horizon there. It is far closer to the island than I think it ought to be. Look at that, a whole side to the island we ain't seen yet. Isn't that something?
The temple ruins contain many secrets. It was in such a temple I discovered the ocular I wear. It shows me the magical currents of the world. The holy flame has its origins in the fire of the volcano, and the currents on this island flow there. It must be tied to the secret of this island's survival. Come, let us go there.
Let us. Whoa. That's certainly not what I expected to find in the face of a mountain.
Here. This gate will lead us to the source of the holy flame. This gate will lead us to the secret of the storms. Humanity must be defended, and it is the flame that holds the key to this.
How do we get this gate open?
No spell, no brute force can open it. Only the 5 keys it needs will do. 5 crystal discs will open this mechanism.
How do you know those discs will open this?
I have one of them, and it fits the lock. Unfortunately, the one I have is damaged. The other 4 missing, but they must be on this island. I came here to seek answers. Those answers are inside this mountain, beyond this gate. You will get me inside. Find these discs. Find them and bring them to me.
Bong. The Inquisitor's plan.
Is there a faster way to reach this place?
Take this teleport stone. It is a valuable artifact from the temples. It will bring you directly back to me. This is your mission. This is your duty. Do not fail it.
I will find the crystal discs.
The outlaws are looting the ruins. Maybe they found something useful. Look around their camp, talk to their leader, and get me any discs you find there.
What if the Don causes problems?
He is a man of business. He will negotiate.
And if he negotiates, what should I offer him?
What he wants. Gold. Tell him he can plunder the ruins he occupies, take whatever baubles he wants. I am only interested in the discs.
About the crystal discs. What happened to the damaged disc?
It was exposed to the dark wave. The magic released to drive away the gods, and its crystal lost all of its power. Without it, we cannot open the portal.
So what was the point in coming here?
I think we can repair the missing disc. I sent the mage Cyrus to see to this.
How can the disc be repaired?
The druid Eldric is an expert on crystals. He should be able to help us. And he has spent time studying the ruins here. If anyone on this island has the knowledge to repair the disc, it is him.
You don't know if he can fix the disc.
If you spend your life waiting until you know things for certain, you will learn nothing. I sent Cyrus to the druid, but he has yet to return. You should check on him and see what progress the druid has made.
So you think something happened to Cyrus?
We should investigate to make sure. We must repair the disc.
I would like to point out that Cyrus was in the ceremony there. And we've been away from there all of 5 minutes by now, so it has not been long.
I will look for Cyrus.
Good. See to it. Make sure Eldric repairs the disc, then bring it to me. But hurry. We do not have much time left.
Where do I find this druid Eldric?
He's a hermit. He has a hut on the east side of the island. It is at the foot of the volcano in the shadow of the mountain face.
What do druids do?
They study magic, draw on the raw, untamed power of nature. This can make them a little strange. They spend their time getting closer to nature, studying animals, avoiding order and civilization.
And this druid has the knowledge to help us.
Druids are guardians of very ancient and powerful knowledge. Knowledge we need now.
Where else should I look for discs, besides the Don's camp?
There are no discs in the monastery, but Severin is gathering artifacts at the Inquisition camp outside here, at a place called Tilda's Farm. We can hope he has something there. Talk to Severin. See what they have discovered.
Inquisitor, will you train me?
If you wish, I can instruct you in combat.
What can you teach me?
So, he is just a standard staff combat trainer. Nothing exciting there. And here is where apparently all the crystal discs will slot into. And the door, what they open. So, we've really gotten ourselves in the thick of it now, haven't we? We now know what the Inquisitor is after. And it truly does put the fate of the world in the balance. But let us ponder while we pick a bit.
This could be useful.
So, obviously... Ooh, a recipe. What sort of recipe? I actually don't know. Novice's stew? Yeah, so now we have our mission to go across the island looking for the crystal discs. And if we came here as the envoy of the Dawn, we would get the same mission. I am uncertain whether I should show that now or show it as a separate thing. Given the length of this video, I think I will do it separately. Really, once you show up as a Dawnsman, you just talk to the Inquisitor, get this mission, and get into Chapter 2. And then everything from there kind of ends up being the same. Only we can report back to the Dawn separately. So, tell you what, why don't we just take care of that now? It shouldn't take long. I'm going to do Mage 6. We'll pick up with this next time. Let us load. Oh, I was doing this differently. I've completely fucked up my numbering scheme, but I guess we'll live with it. So, Dawn 11.
We can talk when you have business. Now be about yours.
Did I hear right? You want to talk to the Inquisitor?
I have an important message for him.
What's it like outside? Are all the monsters gone?
No, it's crawling with them. Want to know what they do to people?
No, not really.
Now I'm here, can I leave the monastery?
Yes, from time to time. But believe me, you're safer in here.
So how do I leave the monastery?
Master Pallas opens the gate, but he'll only do that once Master Ignatius considers you worthy. Look,
now, we've been through all this. This conversation's the same. If you wished to leave, there's really nothing stopping you from, say, jumping over the walls out here. Other than, I guess, the fences. But one could make do. Maybe we can't make do. Uh-oh. Why do you jump so awkwardly? Shit, bud. I survived.
Hey. Shouldn't you be in?
I just want...
You'd better... Get...
Heh. Suppose I didn't need to skip all that, but... I think that would be the same if you did that as a novice. Or a recruit.
One of the Don's men comes to the Order of the Flame. I am Master Vitus. As long as you behave yourself properly, you're welcome among us. But if you cause trouble, do not think because we are religious men that we cannot look after ourselves.
Trouble?
Stay out of the
Beg your pardon,
chambers
sir.
and restrain the urge to steal or to start fights.
Might as well have a chat with everybody while we're here. It's gonna be end up being a longer episode than I intended.
Does the Don know that you're up here? This isn't the place for you. You've chosen your path. Now stick to it.
Hey, got a smoke?
You think if I did, I'd give one to you? I wouldn't give you the pox.
I don't even know you yet, and you're already a dick.
He is someone who needs...
Okay, he's got nothing different. He will sell you useless staves.
Did you come from the swamp? Then you must know my brother Beppo?
Oh, yes. I know Beppo.
Don't let him get to you. He's got a bad attitude. He's always been like that.
Your mother, Tilda.
Yes, we know this.
Good.
Look, another recruit, right? Me too. Tucker, recruit of the Inquisition. What a joke. The same people who chained me up now expect me to fight for them.
You don't think...
Again?
What do you...
I don't think...
Okay, his is no different.
Don wants this, the Inquisitor wants that. What about what we want?
Halt.
I was told I could walk around freely in here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can go snooping around everywhere. Some areas are off limits. The cemetery is one of them. So beat it.
I want...
Wash.
What about some Brugleweed?
Brugleweed. All right, you have a deal. Get me 2 rolls of Brugle and I'll let you pass.
2 rolls?
Here.
Extortion.
2 rolls of Brugle.
Great. The cemetery's all yours.
Gonna be honest, I've never bothered to do that, so I didn't know that was an option. I always wait until a certain opportunity later to get in there. Funny thing is, doing the whole dance thing means we get here without the matter of Hemlar's murder ever becoming an issue. But, given that we never see him, presumably he is murdered regardless.
Anything.
I'm sure you have things to
How
deal
did you
with.
get in here?
Big hole in the wall. They call it a door.
You're not a recruit.
Neither are you by the look of it.
I am the cook. So, if you want to get fed, mind your manners.
What's on the menu, cook?
Your plate is staying empty.
Wow, surprised I get a plate at all.
Come on. I'm hungry.
Here, have an apple. If you want anything else, try talking to Casper.
Casper?
He's a novice. You'll find him sweeping the chambers, most likely.
Hey, found any gold? I lost some around here.
Ha! Do you really think that'd still be here? Have you got any idea of the sort of people who pass by here?
Yep. Looks like it's gone for good.
Damn shame.
Do you have any Brugleweed?
Suppose I might.
I have Brugleweed.
You're from outside here. If you get your hands on any Brugleweed, I'll take some. There are always people looking for a little herbal relaxation from the outside world. Or any other items you can bring in.
So presumably that does mean that old Hemlar has vacated, as it were.
What?
What? Alright, old Dolman has no offers of fine vintage for us.
Halt.
I have a message for the Inquisitor from Don Esteban.
The Don, huh? That will get you in, but try stealing anything or causing trouble, and I'll feed you to the pigs. Are we clear?
Yes, sir, Mr. Picton.
I'm not looking for trouble.
There are those that find it without looking. Go on, pass.
Yeah, I should have thought of that.
Sure should have.
Hey, got a smoke to spare?
I don't touch that stuff. Rots your brain, and the brain is all you have, whatever you do. Your body will fail you, but the brain won't.
Sure of that, buddy?
Which path did you choose?
Alright.
So,
none of this is different.
Always room to improve. Keep learning and I'll get even.
Sounds like...
Yes, yes. Wonder if the mages have much to say.
You another... I'm guessing you're...
None of this matters, because you don't even talk to me differently if I were a novice.
What is your business here?
Just looking around.
Curiosity is a virtue, but do not disturb the peaceful atmosphere of the monastery. I shall know if you do.
Sounds fair enough. What can I learn here?
Open the books and you will discover. That is why the books are here. Read each one of them. Knowledge must be sought. It does not just come to us.
Interesting. So he's actually telling me to read the books.
Scroll
we know all this.
The room. Yes. There.
So what happens if I come to you with such knowledge?
I've read the books about scrolls.
Good. We devote our lives to such things. Such knowledge is important, crucial in times of conflict. We write scrolls. With those, anyone, even you, can work magic.
Can I learn to write scrolls?
Of course.
What do I have to do?
Obtain writing materials, a quill and a blank parchment. I'm sure the other students will help you with this. Once you have...
So, I'll be honest, I didn't think, as a Donsman, we had access to writing scrolls until much later. But apparently, we can learn at the moment we arrive here.
Teeth and everything.
What is it you do here?
I am in charge of the artifacts. I see everything our recruits bring out of the ruins. Everything. These are the key. The key to finding out why the ruins rose up from nowhere, to explaining the storms. It's important work. Any magical items must be brought here. They must be processed.
And if I go, will you give me a magical item?
No.
Not even a little one?
No.
What's in those chests?
Silver. Nothing's...
Okay, this is all the same.
There are the...
Yeah. Could we make a deal?
A deal? Well, there are objects of minor value. Maybe you could buy an artifact or two. I suppose increasing our gold supplies would be beneficial.
So this is only an option as a Donsman. He does not make this deal if you actually join the monastery. He actually has some decent stuff here. So he has a lot of runes, and I believe at some point, maybe once we are a mage, I didn't check, since Cyrus has gone to see the Druid. But we would be able to purchase these from him. They don't do us much good, although we could learn to make scrolls from them, of course. The rest of these, who really gives a shit? So I'm not going to worry about looting the whole place until later.
Well, What brings you here?
I'm here to talk to the Inquisitor. I speak on behalf of Don Esteban.
An envoy? I hope you come offering a hope of peace.
A hope,
I'm only
perhaps.
empowered to speak to the Inquisitor.
Of course. You are free to enter the Hall of the Flame.
Here to find out about the main gate. I need to know when it will be opened. I heard you're in charge of it.
Plain speech is useful, but some may consider it rude. No matter. Master Palace will open the gate for you.
That simple. Alright, so we need only to speak to Inquisitor Pants. We're obviously going to be going through a lot of the same dialogue, so I'm only really going to show you the differences.
From the smell of it, you are from the swamp. What does an outlaw want here?
I bring a message from Don Esteban.
Why does he not come himself?
I stand here as if I was the Don.
Defiance, ignorance, and hollow talk. But I will hear you. Tell me the Don's message.
Simply this. The fighting has to stop.
Is Esteban afraid or weary?
The creatures from the temples don't care what side we're on. They attack everyone. They are the real threat. We should work together to solve our problems.
These creatures are a distraction. They are not the real threat we face.
Conflict weakens your forces, as it does ours.
So does having a cancer eating away at us. Peace with the Don has brought us nothing but trouble.
Then we shall fight on. This threat will grow, your forces weaken, and we all lose.
Now the Don realizes that. He sees the storms. He knows the mainland has fallen silent.
Then tell me what we face so the Don can understand.
Isn't that obvious? These storms, these temples, the very future of humanity is threatened.
You need to tell me more about what's going on.
The gods have left the world. Humanity was supposed to be free. Instead, these storms are sweeping us from the face of the land. These creatures are killing our people. But while the holy flame burns strong in this hall, we stand a chance. Let's see if your actions and words match. I will offer you a task. Carry that out, and I shall take it as a sign that the Don can be trusted, that your words are true. Will you follow me and learn?
Yes. Show me.
Good. I have not misjudged you. Follow me and learn the truth.
So, as you can see, that line about the Don being trusted makes a lot more sense when we're actually on the Don's side in this situation. But from here on, the conversation is pretty much the same, so I will just fast forward to when we're at the door and the dialogue changes a bit.
So if I help you, then Don Esteban will get the armistice he proposed.
Peace. Gold. As long as he allows us to do this task, he may do as he likes. But you will bring me the crystal discs. You will open this gate and then enter the temple with me.
Why?
Because you serve Esteban, and that is my price. Find those discs.
Alright.
Now is not the time to talk.
So that's that. He's got no more for us while we are Donsmen, until we get him all the discs he wants. And we could in turn go report to the Don and let him know what's going on here. But I'm gonna be real, guys. I feel like we're in over our heads here. I don't know if we're quite up to the task. So I think I'm gonna just take my exit now. Had to be done. Oh. And we've just made a nice little, surprise Christmas present for that fella. Anyway, that'll do for today. Next episode, we'll just be picking back up with the mage. I may show how the Don conversation happens after this, but I don't think there's enough there for a full Don's episode, which is why I lumped this in and made an extra long one for you today. So, for now, we will see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and farewell.